All right, welcome back to Lane Switching. Today, my guest, my guy Lowkey Gwap. Welcome to the whip, my G.
You already know.
Thanks for
Thanks
coming
for
in,
having
bro.
me,
Yeah,
I really
bro.
appreciate you guys reaching out to me, all the support you give on me on the page and stuff like that. And I just when you hit me up I said I had to come through.
For
So
sure, for
for
sure.
sure.
So, we'll start off quick. Tell us a bit about your upbringing and everything life before music.
Okay, so me, I was born in Egypt. I'm South Sudanese, but I was born in Egypt. I came to Canada when I was 1.5, and then when I came to Canada, I lived here till I was 11. Then I moved to Holland, and then came back, and then I moved to the UK and lived there for 4.5 years. And then I that was when I was 17, and then no 16, and then when I came back from the UK, I moved to I was originally from Codwell, so I originally grew up in Codwell from the ages of one to 12 basically. And after I moved to the UK, it was like my parents felt like it wasn't a good environment for me and us and stuff like that. So they've I my dad felt like he needed to be in our lives at that point of our lives. So he moved us to the UK, and it was pretty good, living in the UK. It was a different experience. People think it's all proper and people shit. But people think it's all posh and people are, but they get down and dirty in the UK.
Yeah, yeah.
People really gets greasy down there. So I have a lot of friends down there, and I have a lot of family. I still have family down there, and I still contact them. But when I moved back to Canada, I moved to Canada, and when I moved to Canada, I went to All Saints High School. And when I went to All Saints High School, that's when I met Young Cudi, and I met OEG, I mean Four Stepper and stuff like that. And we they made music, and I was always around music and stuff like that. Even when I was in the UK, some of my friends made music and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But they would always tell me to jump in the booth, but I would never want to jump in the booth because I felt didn't have the confidence. But I was a
Fair.
football player in the UK. I played rugby and basketball, but when I came to Canada, just went straight for football. And I actually ended up going out east to Halifax, Nova Scotia to start playing over there. And I played there for a year and a bit. And then I came back because of COVID and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, basically, yeah, yeah.
And now
yeah,
you're here.
Yeah, now I'm here.
So, obviously, you kind of mentioned coming back to Canada in a high school, just being around other, talented rappers like Young Cudi. So, when and why did you start making music?
I started making music. My first song I made was in 2020.
Yeah.
And that song was called Let Down, and my friend Four Stepper helped me write that one. And I didn't really fall in love with the studio, but it was really nice to be in the studio. And I had a voice. People could tell automatically that people, when they heard my first song, they're like, okay, this is your first song. What the hell? This is not your first song. So I was really good starting off. But when I as I started to and then I just quit. I didn't do it until 2022. And then when I came back to in 2022, I said I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this January. I said I'm gonna do this. Then I started doing music. I started being in the studio every week, multiple times. I was spending my last dollars in the studio. And when and then I started picking up traction this year. Around this year, I started picking up traction. I'm starting to have fans in Australia, England, Africa. And around Ottawa. I'm starting to get my name out there, so it's pretty good.
Yeah, big time.
Mm-hmm.
So, you're pretty new to the game. How did you get the name Lowkey Gwap?
So the name Lowkey Gwap, it came in the UK, and it came as at first it was just a Instagram page. Because when I first came to the UK, I'm coming from the trenches, bro. I'm coming from Codwell, and I go to the UK and I'm living basically lavish because my dad's a diplomat, you know.
Yeah.
So like he gets this new job and I'm like, yo, like I'm pulling up to school with drivers and stuff like that and like big body whips and stuff like that. They're like, who's this cute, you know? These people are like, yo, who's this guy, you know? And like I connect with the niggas. Like I obviously I'm gonna gravitate towards the people that are like me, you know?
Yeah.
So like I'm with the niggas and stuff like that. And then, bro, they realize that I'm not this posh kid, you know. They realize I'm not just rich kid. I'm really I'm really from the trenches, you know. Like I'm really I'm just the way I move and the way I act is not like a rich kid, you know. So it was new to me. So like one of my friends called me, yo, that's Lowkey Gwap, you know. He's low key, but you wouldn't know he had money, you know.
Yeah.
So like the Lowkey Gwap, you know, that's how the name came, you know.
For sure.
Mhm.
For sure. And I guess maybe on your music, how has your time in the UK influenced your music?
Definitely like the rappers that I listen to, the lyricism, like it really, I get a lot of my influence is from the UK. A lot of my earlier influence like J Hus, Potter Paper, Fredo, Nines, Mowgli. Like I listen to a lot of these artists, you know, and like they really like influence like the way my flow. Like my flow is different to a lot of people, you know,
Yeah.
but like a lot of people compare my flow to Metro's, but like I feel like we have our different experiences, you know. We have a similar type of voice because like that's fam, but
Hmm.
like still we have our own stories and we have our own way of doing things, you know. So yeah.
So you mentioned obviously your relationship with FTG Metro, obviously a legend in Ottawa.
Mhm.
He's your cousin. So what was your relationship with him? And obviously rest in peace. But how has he influenced you?
Like definitely we started off with coming like family friends, you know, like basically like we came together from South Sudan, like a lot of like our South Sudan was a war torn country, you know,
Yeah.
so all of us came together from the war and we settled in Canada, you know. So like we had a lot of we had a lot especially growing up, you know, like because I moved to the UK, I lost a bit of connection, but when I came back it was still all love, you know.
Yeah.
But like it's like we came from South Sudan together and we came from Egypt together, you know. And like when like we come here and like our parents are first generation, we're first generation Canadian, and we're just trying to figure everything out, you know. Like we're just trying, and like our relationship was like he just always guide me, you know. Like this guy was a wise guy. Every time I would see him, even though if I wouldn't see him in months, sometimes like I hadn't seen him in years, but this guy was always a positive guy, you know. Like the last thing he told me, like the last time I talked to him, I was having some trouble with my mom and stuff like that, you know. And like he was always telling me, bro, you have to cherish your mom, bro, because you only have one mom, you know.
Yeah.
And like you have to you can't always be fighting with her because like when she's gone forever and you're gonna wish she was still here, you know. So that was the last thing he told me. But like I still remember, like he's just a wise person, you know. And our relationship wasn't we weren't the closest. I wish we were closer,
For
but
sure.
obviously the distance, me moving to the UK and like me not being in Ottawa made that happen. But you know, it's all love, that's family, you know.
Yeah. And when FTG started blowing up, I would say probably
In
2019.
2019,
How was that? Like, obviously, were you still in the UK at that point?
I was in 2019. I was in Halifax, Nova Scotia. You know,
Uh,
so
so how was it seeing like
me
those
seeing
big
that,
music videos drop?
I was just like, yo, like these guys are crazy. Me, I'm just supporting the thing, bro. Like I'm just like, yo, these guys are really gonna make it, you know. And it just made me. I was just like, yo, these guys are doing it, I have to do it too, you know. I was
Literally,
like, yo,
literally.
if these guys could do it, bro, I could do it, you know. But like I wanted to do it, but like in 2019, I didn't have the confidence enough to do it, you know. So
That's
like
fair.
when I finally built up the confidence to like say I'm really gonna do this in 2022, it was just out from there, you know. And like I'm getting some traction and stuff like that, and like things are going really well, you know.
Most definitely. And you mentioned that you also knew Young Cudi.
Yeah.
How has his, I guess you could say, musical journey affected yours?
His musical journey has just made me realize that, like, yo, it's possible, you know, because we started off as like we started off as like best friends, you know, like in high school and stuff like that. And like, what's it called, I seen his come up, you know. And like me, I was just his hype man. But like, if you see his first music videos, like his first, like fuck you mean, and like what's it called, what's the other song, if you look at it, just look at his older music videos, you'll see me in them, you know, just me just bumping, you know, like
Yeah,
doing my
yeah.
thing, you know. But like his musical journey definitely influenced mine, because like I like he's a melodic rapper too, you know. So like a lot of what like I do with my music, like I just me I look at myself as the avatar, you know, like yo, just take, bro, I can do this, I can do the singing, bro, I can do the rapping, the lyricism, like I can do a lot of things, but I credit a lot of that to other people.
Yeah.
So like Young Cudi, bro, like someone starting with my song, I go like na 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 na. Bro, he taught me that, you know, that melody at the start, you know.
Yeah.
So like it sounds really good, but like I can't lie, I got it from him, you know. He started that, you know. So but like I just implement into my raps, and it's like it's really good, you know. So his musical journey really influenced mine, and like he was really supportive, like in my journey, you know, because like he was like, he always pushed me, always tell me, yo, you got it, bro, just do it, you know. But obviously, like I had to choose for myself to do it, you know. But like that's my nigga still.
For sure. And being around such, you could even say, legendary talent like Cudi and Metro, how has that influenced your creative process?
It just sets the bar high, so like everything I release has to be on a pedestal, it has to be on a certain type of, like, it has to be good, you know. Like it has to be like, if I make music and I don't think this is like, this is this is something that like they'd listen to and be like, whoa, I don't want to release it, you know. So like it's a bit of a competition, but at the same time it's constructive.
Yeah, and I mean, that's all about hip hop. You got to
Yeah,
bring that competitive
yeah.
energy. And speaking about competitive energy, you also play football. How kind of has, your energy and your talent from the gridiron translated to the studio?
It's basically the competition, you know. And basically like the preparation, and like playing football is like, you it's a sport that teaches you a lot about life, on top of just like discipline, and like being on time, and like just trying to be like, trying to be the best version of yourself, because you're trying to out rep outwork your opponent, you know. So it's like playing football really taught me, like, yo, I have to put in the work, I have to know what I'm doing, I have to prepare before I go to the studio, I have to get in the studio and actually like execute, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean, you've definitely been working, especially 2022. You've been dropping a lot. You've previewed numerous unreleased snippets on
Yeah,
Instagram. Like,
yeah.
you're big with that. I've definitely been following up on that. Is there a project in the works, or
Like I'm work
do you just like kind of like use it to see what people are fucking with, dropping like an unreleased snippet?
like I do unreleased snippets a lot, because like I want to see what people are feeling about the song, you know. And like I want to drop a project, but right now the best thing for me would be dropping singles, just until I get my fan base up, you know.
Yeah.
So that's me and my manager, we're trying to strategically build my career, you know. So
Yeah.
it's like we just need to drop singles, and see which one's gonna pop. And I've been experimenting with my sound too, you know. So like now that I'm at the Foreign Boy studio, you know. Shout out Kevy Z, shout out Carl, the producer. You know, I'm out there, and like I'm practicing my sound, like just like experimenting, and like it's good music. I got some really good music coming on the way.
For real. And I mean, you've already dropped some great music.
Yeah.
I would say most of your songs are, I would say, are melodic. Do you
Mm.
see yourself releasing other types of tracks, like with a different type of beat in the near future?
In the near future, like I like little baby beats. I like Pooh Shiesty, East G, like 42 Doug. Like I think I'm gonna experiment. I have some songs in the vault like that are quite different, you know. So like soon time they're gonna see. I just need to. It's all about timing, you know. All about timing.
And besides like just hip hop, is there other genres you see yourself making music in?
Definitely R&B. R&B. Like I have a song called Toxic Necessity on it's on all platforms, and it's my most streamed song, you know.
Yeah.
So like it's like R&B. Like like I grew up in the church, so like I'm a singer, you know. Like I'm a melodic rapper, but I'm a singer too, you know. Like
Yeah.
I sing, you know. So yeah.
So obviously you mentioned names like DaBaby, ESTG. Who have you been listening to lately?
Recently, uh, me I've been listening to Dutch Avelli, some UK rap, some Dutch Avelli, some Mogs, some Nine, some Potter Paper, some Reggie, some Nino Corleone, bro. I've been listening to him recently. I've been listening to who else? Uh, like the average Drake and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
like you know, but like I've been listening. I've been checking. I've been peeping the scene. You know, I just what I want to do is really bring. I want to work with some guys from like the east, the south. Cause me, I don't look at the politics. You know, me, I'm not involved in the politics. Me, I'm just an artist. You know.
Yeah.
So like I try not to involve in what the like I just don't like drama, you know? So like me I'm just doing my thing and like I hope one day Ottawa can come together and like be make the Ottawa Avengers basically as Nino Corleone said, you know?
Yeah.
Like I seen one of his lives, he's like, yo, Ottawa Avengers, you know, we need to make like
A super group.
a super group, you know, work together and like we can really get open the door for Ottawa, you know,
Yeah.
because they didn't let Ottawa in the door, you know, they need to let us in the door, you know,
For real, for real.
you know,
And like unfortunately another thing about Ottawa is that just geographically we're a very spread out city.
yeah,
So commuting around, to the south, to the east and the west end, everyone's very spread out. So, finding a common ground that everyone can come together and make great music. And yeah, obviously putting politics aside. But at the end of the day, I mean, we just hope that everyone can, treat the music as a business.
it's a business,
And you know
yeah,
what I mean? Put money first. At the end of the day, it's a passion and you have to enjoy making music. You have to, love what you do.
mhm.
But at the end of the day, we're trying to make money.
We're trying to make money and we're trying to feed our family. We're trying to really build a legacy, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like, why are you so focused on beef, you know? Like beef doesn't pay and you need money to beef, you know? So it's like I just don't understand it, you know? Like me, I'm just trying to make music. Like I really just want to make music. I want an environment where you can make music and not worry for your life, you know?
Yeah.
So like me, I'm just striving for that and like me, I just move a certain type of way. I move militant and I move like very strategic, you know? So like I don't run into problems, you know?
Yeah. And that's what you have to do. And you mentioned a name like Nino. Is there other people in the city you've already worked with, or is there people in the city that you do want to work with?
Me, I would want to work with okay, I got something with Reggie coming on the way
That's fire.
and yeah, it's called Losses. It's a good track. And like I would definitely want to work with Nino to be honest. Nino, I would want to work with who else? City Fidelia, if you know who that
Oh
is.
yeah,
City
for sure. He's
Fidelia.
making moves. He
Yeah.
just opened the
Yeah.
other night for Freddie Gibbs.
Yeah, exactly. I would want to work with City Fidelia. I would want to work with I want to rekindle the flame. I want to work with like Young Cudi for sure. I want to work
For
with
sure.
Four Stepper for sure. I want to work for Four Step. I want to work with Four Stepper for sure, you know? But like it's just about timing, you know? It's just about timing.
Yep.
So yeah.
So you've worked with the videographer Sleepy.
Sleepy.
Yeah, you've made 2 music videos both with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is your process of making those music videos?
Like we want to make them we want to really focus on the music, you know? Cuz right now we're building, you know, we're in the building stages, so it's like we're not going to have the best budgets, we're not going to have the best cars, we're not going to have a lot of things, but the thing is the music is there, and we want to just create paint a picture for people, you know? Like really, like in my song Poetic Pain, it's really simple, but like me, it's just me speaking my truth, you know? So like it's like I just want to right now it's just about getting the music out there, but in the future we're going to have the whips, we're going to have the girls, we're going to have everything, you know?
So when was your first live performance, and what did you enjoy about performing live?
Like my first solo live performance was in June of 20 this year
Mm-hmm.
in Montreal. It was like a fashion show,
Oh,
and it
sick.
was lit, you know? Like I performed 2 songs, and it was actually like lit, you know? Like I was pretty nervous, but like it was like the crowd was like showing love, and like it was really good, you know?
That's dope. Were you the only performer that night, or were you up there?
No, I was there with my guy D-Wop, you know? And
Oh,
like
fire.
we're doing the songs together. We did a song called B4M, and we did a song called Make It Out. So like he was the one that brought me out, you know? So it was lit.
That's sick. That's sick. Um, can we expect any live performances coming in the near future?
In the near future, yes, we're right now we're just trying to get reach out to promoters, and we're trying to like really just get as many shows as we can, you know, but we need to get a catalog out there. So
Yep.
right now I'm just focusing on getting the music out, and
Yep.
then when the music comes out, I know like the shows are going to come, you know?
For sure. So what can we expect from Lowkey Gwap for the rest of 2022 and going into 2023?
Just consistency. We're gonna keep on bringing the music, different types of music. We have a lot on the way. Like we have the swaggy music, we have the pain music, we have the Caribbean music. You know, the ones for the shorties, everything. You know,
Everything.
so like, just know we're coming out strong, and we're really gonna do our thing. You know.
Most definitely. And so, where can people find you on social media?
It's Lowkey Gwap, so LOWKEY_GWAP. That's Lowkey Gwap
On all platforms?
on all platforms.
So go follow Lowkey Gwap on all platforms. That was the Lowkey Gwap interview. I'm DF2. This is Lowkey Gwap. That was the
Yeah.
Lowkey Gwap lane switching interview. Peace, y'all.
Peace, y'all.